true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Money business. Money and business. Where did that name come from? Ever wonder where some everyday products got their names? Read on to find out. WD 40. In 1953, the Rocket Chemical Company began developing a rust prevention solvent for the aerospace industry. The name WD 40 indicates what the producer does, water displacement, and how many attempts it took to perfect it. Starbucks. Moby Dick was the favorite book of one of the three founders of this coffee empire. He wanted to name the company after the story's fabled ship, the Pequod, but instead, he and his partner settled on the name of the first made Starbucks. Google. In the 1930s, mathematician Edwin Kastner asked his nephew to think of a word that could represent 1 followed by 100 zeros. The boy Milton Serrata came up with Google. The creators of the popular search engine varied the spelling and adopted the word to represent an infinite amount of information. M&Ms. Chocolate pellets coated in sugar were popular in Britain for decades under the brand name Smarties. When Forrest Mars, the son of the founder of the Mars Candy Company, saw soldiers eating them during the Spanish Civil War, he and his business partner, R. Bruce Murray, bought the U.S. rights. But there was already an American candy product called Smarties, so Mars and Murray used their initials to form a new brand name, Gap. Don and Doris Fisher opened their first store in 1969 to meet the unique clothing demands of customers between childhood and adulthood, which was identified and popularized as the Generation Gap. Aspirin. In 1899, the German company Bayer trademarked the word aspirin as a composite of the scientific name of the drug. A indicates that it comes from the acetyl group spur, represents its deviation from the plant genus Spirea, and N was a common ending for drug names in the 19th century. Nike. In 1971, the founders of a small sports shoe business in Beaverton, Oregon, were searching for a catchy company name. Designer Jeff Johnson suggested Nike for the Greek goddess of victory. Nike is now the world's largest sportswear manufacturer. Jeep. Eugene the Jeep, a character in a 1936 Popeye comic strip, was actually a dog that could walk through walls, climb trees, and fly. When U.S. soldiers were given a new all-terrain vehicle in the early 1940s, they were so impressed that they may have named it after the Superdog. Scotch tape. When the purportedly penny-pinching executives or Scotch bosses at the Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing Company 3M didn't put enough adhesive on their tape, people complained. The company responded by putting better adhesive on its new product. The tape stuck, and so did the name. Did you catch that dumb pun? Rubik's Cube. This brain-teasing toy is named after its creator, Hungarian architect Erno Rubik. First introduced in 1977, the perplexing puzzle was popular in the 1980s, and more than 100 million of the cubes were sold. It sparked a trend, and similar puzzles were created in various shapes. The Rubik's Cube has seen a recent resurgence in popularity and retains a place of honor on many desktops. Let's see if it continues on. Okay, but now I am here to, if you made it to the end, I have a surprise for you. I want to show you my fingernails. Today, I wanted to use all my nail polish in my stash of nail polish. I had like 13 of them or so, something like that. And I wanted to use every color. I had a wild idea to use every color, and it took like 2 strokes per nail. And I want to share with everyone as the surprise at the end of this video to show you my fingernails. Here's my thumb at violet red and coral. My index finger at nude and purple. We'll do these 2 fingers together. And these, well, we'll just do these 3. So now, these 3 fingers is red, yellow, turquoise, hot pink, baby blue, and white. And then I wanted to show you my left hand at green and black, white and red. And these is caramel, baby blue, nude, hot pink, yellow, and turquoise. That was the surprise at the end.